everyone, CZ Fangirl here, and just giving this new stuff a try here, the PrOlix. I just did one gun and does a pretty amazing job of cleaning the gut. It's really simple, so just take your gun apart as you normally would. And just start spraying. So I think there's a bunch of, so you can see that it's just creating a big slurry mess here. So I think there's a bunch of products actually similar to this. I think Break Free is one. There's some Frog Lube. I think Frog Lube is a bit thick though, but I think Break Free is the one that most people usually talk about, and it just, yeah, literally you just spray it in there and then it removes all of the carbon buildup. And you don't have to disassemble your gun. So the first one I did without any disassembly, except for just taking the slide off. So the firing pin is another area that can be cleaned out. So just depress the firing pin itself, and then I put the punch into the hole of the firing pin block and then remove it and put my finger over top of the firing pin with the spring, because otherwise that goes flying and then you're scrambling to find that on the floor. So just give that a quick clean as well. That's often an overlooked area. And then I just check the firing pin itself. Clean the springs off a bit. And this is where one of these little tiny brushes comes in really handy. That was actually a bit too small. There we go. So sometimes some fouling can build up in there. And then especially at the exit point for the firing pin. I just make sure that there's no carbon buildup there. That looks good. And then back in again. I add a little drop of oil according to the CZ lubrication schedule there. That's one of the areas what should be oiled as well as the firing pin spring, and then your firing pin block just goes right over top, and that is done. I still need to lubricate that. I'm just going to give the barrel a soak. That soak. And now, just show you the inside of the firearm. You know, the lighting is really bad. It's kind of dirty. I'd say it's dirty. It's dirtier than I normally allow these to get. And then you just spray the insides and the dirt runs out. It's pretty amazing stuff. So apparently this also lubes, but I prefer to actually re-lubricate everything. That sounds good. And that's it. I'm just going to use the and this stuff actually doesn't smell too bad either, which is I guess a bonus. And then I'll drop in there. Drop there. Drop in the hammer. And a drop in the trigger. Nice. Okay, and that's it. That's done, amazingly enough. And I'm just going to brush out the barrel. I'm just going to run a quick patch through it. So these are the medical grade swabs that I use. Okay, let's get a clean patch on here. That's really weird that I don't have I do have a separate cleaning box, but I don't really use it anymore. So that's pretty amazing. Like, just a quick brush. That's the cleanest I've ever seen a barrel come out after just a quick spray of the PrOlix. Normally I would be using bore cleaner and patching it probably 5 or 6 times. I'm just going to put a little bit of oil on here and oil the inside, even though it probably doesn't need it. Looks good. And then I'll just add a little dab of oil onto the feed ramp. This is good to go. Let's clean up the recoil spring rod, guide rod. So the other thing that's nice about this stuff is, unlike the frog lube or the heavier lubricants, it doesn't freeze in the wintertime. This is a real issue for us up here, is the freezing of the parts. And the other thing with this stuff here is they say, you know, soak your gun in it overnight or a couple days if you want to. Mine are pretty clean, so I don't really need to do that. There you are. And I am going to recycle it though, so I am going to use it again. I tried putting it through the through a coffee filter, but it's not fine enough to basically catch all the crud coming out of there. So this looks good. Bit of oil on the rails. A little dab of oil on the slide lock pin. Straighten that out. Excess gunk on there, and then use the silicone cloth. And baby's done. All right, so review on the PrOlix, yeah, 100%. This is great stuff. I'm definitely going to be using that again. Feels weird recycling this, but that's a lot of crud that came off of there. That's definitely does a great cleaning job, and it feels oily, so I'm sure it's imparting you know, a protective finish onto the gun. Thanks for watching, and try it out. I don't think you're going to be disappointed if you are unable to find brake free, or if you're using brake free. It's another alternative to brake free, and worth a try. All right, thanks again for watching.